lấy cô 17 nha.
Không, trong chuối anh thử con.
Rất còn nào.
This is the Red River. The Red River is one of Vietnam's most important and famous rivers, considered the cradle of wet rice civilization in the north. The river holds not only geographical significance, but is also inextricably linked to the country's history, culture, and development over thousands of years. It has a total length of approximately 1,149 kilometers, originating in Yunnan Province, China, flowing through northern Vietnam and emptying into the Gulf of Tonkin. The section flowing through Vietnam is about 510 kilometers long. I am currently at a market called Day Market. This market opens on the 3rd, 8th, 13th, 18th, 23rd, and 28th days of the lunar month. The market is located at the foot of the dike, a dike that separates the Red River from the capital city of Hanoi. On the side near the river lies a very large communal house courtyard. There are many vendors on the dike in front of the market gate. The area in front of the market gate is primarily stocked with vegetables and fruits. Bananas are the most abundant item here. Even though there is seating available inside the market, they still prefer to sit along the roadside to sell their goods. The slope leading down to the market. To the right is the market area, but I noticed that the shops inside primarily sell fashion items and footwear. At the foot of the dike, people primarily sell fruits and vegetables. Bananas are a popular fruit in Vietnam. You can find them in abundance at almost every market. I don't really like eating this type of banana. It's so rich and creamy that it gets cloying very quickly. I like eating this type of long banana. It is delicious and not too rich. This type of banana has plump, round fruit that looks attractive. In Vietnam, families often perform ancestral worship on the 15th and the first day of the lunar month. So people frequently buy this type of banana for their offerings. The stalls are scattered haphazardly without any sort of arrangement. Fashion stalls still make up the majority of the market. Since these items are in high demand, there are numerous fashion shops. Fashion items appeal to a diverse range of customers, from the elderly to young children. So it makes perfect sense for markets to offer a wide selection of clothing. Next are fruits and vegetables. These constitute the largest category of products in Vietnam. This is a pear. This type of pear can also be grown in the northern regions of Vietnam. Pears are $1.52 per kilogram, and sugar apples are $1.33 per kilogram. She is only just setting out her goods for sale now. She said that at this market, they usually come early to buy vegetables. As for fashion items, shoppers arrive later. They typically don't show up at the market until around 8:30 a.m. It is already 7:30 a.m. at the market. Not only she, but many other fashion vendors are also beginning to set out their merchandise for sale. Do they display clothes for sale along the roadside in your country, just like in Vietnam? What are the clothing shops like in your country? She is spreading 2 tarps on the ground so she can lay out her clothes for customers to sit and browse. It might look simple, but it actually takes a lot of time. You have to arrive early in the morning to stretch out the tarps overhead for protection against the sun and rain. This is the section selling dishes, chopsticks, and kitchenware. A market offering a wide variety of goods across different sections. These are Siamese coconuts. They are young and primarily harvested for their refreshing water. If you only want the water, buy this type of young coconut. The water will be sweeter and tastier than that of a mature coconut. The water in mature coconuts is not as sweet, so the flesh is typically used to make pastries or sweet soups. This is a stall selling medicinal herbs. The market stretches along a long dike. The central section is filled with clothing, while the two ends of the slope primarily sell fruits and vegetables. Limes cost 76 cents per kilogram. Goods are displayed on tarps and pieces of cardboard. Selling this way is fine when the weather is cool and sunny, but sudden rain or wind makes things very difficult and can ruin all the merchandise. The stalls look very rudimentary, simply a tarpaulin where people can sell their goods. At this market, I see only one stall selling fish. Other seafood products are not as widely available here as they are at other markets. When I passed through this market, I only saw a lot of fruit, vegetables, and clothes. This is the slope at the far end of the market. Confectionery is also displayed for sale like this. This is the first time I have seen these products displayed in this manner. In this area, authorities are renovating the dike to prevent landslides and damage to the structure. It seems cooler at the far end of the market. Ancient trees provide shade there. A very cool seating area with a beautiful view. This is a large fig tree that bears a great deal of fruit. She has a very spacious and comfortable sales area that does not obstruct passersby. There is a shrine here. Vendors set up their stalls in front of it, and motorbikes and bicycles are parked inside. These rows of trees will cast cool shade on hot summer days. Finding a seat beneath them is a real stroke of luck. Standing here, the air is wonderfully cool, with a breeze blowing in from the river in the shade of the trees. The scent of fruits and sweets creates a truly relaxing atmosphere. This pastry is especially aromatic. If you're hungry and standing next to the stall, your stomach will start growling. Banh mi is also a popular dish in Vietnam. It is a quick, convenient, and affordable breakfast option. These cakes cost 19 cents each. This is a hand-woven broom made from tiger grass. It is a very common type of broom in Vietnam. These brooms range in price from $1.33 to $1.52, depending on the size. It started to drizzle, but people were still displaying their goods. They still display items like peanuts and beans for sale, even in the rain. In Vietnam, motorbikes are a common mode of transport, and the majority of goods are also carried on them. Vendors often keep their merchandise right on the bikes. The whole sales process looks incredibly simple. Sweet potatoes cost 76 cents per kilogram. This is the area to the left of the dike. Goods were still scattered all over the side of the road, standing on the dike and looking down at its base. It is raining, so the vendor has to pull up a tarp to cover the merchandise. They set up their stalls on the steps for pedestrians going up the embankment. The pastries in plastic boxes cost 38 cents per box. The type of cake she is opening costs 11 cents each. This type of cake is best enjoyed when dipped in a syrup known as mut mia, sugarcane syrup. My friend, who was filming with me, got hungry and invited me to share some cake with him. He ate the 2 cakes she was unwrapping, while I ate 6 yellow cakes from a plastic container. We sat eating while watching the ships pass by on the Red River. The name Red River stems from the vast amount of silt carried by the river. During the rainy season, the river water takes on a distinctive reddish-brown hue due to the high content of silt and soil washed down from the northern mountains in Yunnan province, China, which has built up the fertile Red River Delta. This slope leads down to the area where chickens, ducks, and pigs are sold. Chicken, duck, and pork have a strong odor, so they are sold in a separate area over here. This market doesn't have that many chickens, ducks, or pigs either. I'm not sure what the prices for chicken and duck are around here. Now I'm going to check the prices of chicken and duck at this market to see if they are higher or lower than at other markets. This type of chick costs $1.14 each. The large-sized chicken costs $3.23 per kilogram. The area where chicken and duck are sold seems quite quiet. People here probably don't eat much meat. I noticed the market doesn't sell seafood, and there is very little chicken or duck available. Then again, perhaps they raise their own, so they don't need to buy it at the market. She has sold all her pigs, leaving only one. This pig costs $41. He wants to buy 2 pigs, but she has sold them all and only one is left. There are 3 pigs here, but they belong to a different seller and have already been sold. These types of chickens are larger, and their price is $3.08 per kilogram. In the chicken selling area, she has the most abundant supply of chickens and ducks. There are many chicken breeds and a wide variety of sizes, ranging from small to large. This type of chicken costs $1.90 per bird. On the opposite side, a man is buying a duck. These ducks cost 95 cents each. He brought a cage to hold these ducklings. He went to the market just to buy 10 ducks to raise. Even though he is elderly, he still rides his electric bike to the market to buy ducks to raise. This type of chicken costs $1.90 per bird. There are some baby rabbits here. This type of small chicken costs 57 cents per bird.
Rồi cái nhà người ta để trái để khỏe rác sống to.
These rabbits were born to the mother rabbit his family raised, so he took the young ones to the market to sell. Each baby rabbit costs $3.23. If he sells all 10 of these rabbits, he'll make a tidy sum. However, the market looks quite quiet, so it is unlikely that all these rabbits will be sold. The type of black duck she is buying is called Vietnamese duck. It costs 57 cents per duck. When fully grown, this type of duck weighs approximately 2 to 3 kilograms. The meat of this duck breed is tastier than that of the yellow feathered variety, although they are smaller in weight. In Vietnam, when buying animals, sellers often place them in plastic or mesh bags. Please don't leave abusive comments if you watch this video. It's the same at almost every market. In the section where medium-sized chickens are sold, a woman wanted to buy a few of these large chickens to raise. These chickens aren't fully grown yet. If you buy them and raise them for another 2 or 3 months, they'll be ready for consumption. When raising these types of chickens, owners no longer have to worry about them getting sick. Raising this breed of chicken for profit is no longer viable. It could even lead to financial losses.